When it comes to lower arms on the X4'26, the kit comes with medium lower arms, medium long lower arms, which we feel is the best option, the best all-around setting for most conditions. Gives the most forgiving handling, the most mechanical grip. But we do have two options when it comes to the lower arms. We do have, first of all, the standard length arms, the long arms in a hard version, which if you are racing on higher grip conditions where you need to free up the car or make it a bit more stable, flatter, you can use the hard arms, which we've had good success with those both on high grip carpet and asphalt, but generally the medium long arms are working for pretty much all conditions, but the hard arms are good to have at your disposal whenever you need to free up the car or make it a bit more consistent for high grip conditions. Furthermore, we also have optional shorter arms, which they look like this, and we have obviously pre-made holes on the chassis to mount the shorter arms in both front and rear. And for which conditions do we recommend the shorter arms? Whenever you need to make the car the most aggressive. So for example, small technical tracks with good grip where you need to make the car steer a lot and rotate a lot. The shorter arms will make the car more difficult to drive. The car will roll more, it will have more chassis roll. So typically I don't recommend the shorter arms, but there are certain conditions where they definitely will be a good option for whenever you need to make the car as the most aggressive that you can. So I personally have liked them on technical carpet tracks with good grip, and even sometimes on technical asphalt tracks. And those three options are all useful for certain conditions, but for the most majority of conditions I recommend the kit long medium arms. One thing to keep in mind is that when you mount the arms on the car, keep in mind the orientation of the arms. So for example, a lot of customers make the mistake to put the front arms on the rear of the car and vice versa, which then the arms will not move freely. So pay attention to the orientation of the arms and the shape of the arms. The front arms obviously have the shock mounted further in. The rear arms have the shock mounted further out. That's the easiest way to tell them apart. And of course they're also different left and right. So the anti-roll bar mounting piece of course goes to the bottom. So look out for those two differences when you are putting the arms on the car for the first time. Make sure that you have the front arms on the front and the rear arms on the rear to avoid any problems with the build process.